Have you spent a lot of money on expensive shampoos, miracle lotions, and even capsules? But your hair keeps falling out? Well, maybe the solution isn't on the drugstore shelves, but in your kitchen. It may seem absurd, but onion juice, yes, the same one that makes us cry, is being used by thousands of people to combat hair loss and restore hair quickly and naturally. And the most surprising thing, science is beginning to prove what many have already discovered in practice. This simple recipe has the potential to transform your scalp. While most people still scoff at the idea, those who apply it the right way see results in the first few weeks. But don't worry, it's not just any old onion. There's a method behind it, a right way to apply it, and even ways to boost the effect. If you want to know the complete step-by-step guide with the right ingredients, the mistakes that hinder your hair growth, and the tips that almost no one teaches, stay with me until the end. Because in the middle of this video there is a detail that could be the turning point between continuing to suffer with hair loss or finally seeing your hair grow back. You may not realize it, but what you have in your kitchen could be the key to ending hair loss. Yes, I'm talking about onions. Sounds strange, right? But onion juice is full of sulfur, a mineral that your hair simply loves. It helps produce keratin, which is like the cement of your hair. And the best part is that it is cheap, natural, and could be exactly what your scalp is missing. But there is more. Red onion is also loaded with quercetin, which is like a superhero for your scalp. It fights fungus, inflammation, and even those bald spots that appear out of nowhere, like alopecia. You know when your hair starts falling out in patches and no one knows why? That's right, quercetin comes into play right there. And what few people know is that it can also help your hair grow faster, straight from the roots. Now imagine applying this to your hair and seeing your hair grow back stronger and with more volume. And the best part, without spending a ton of money on products that promise a lot and deliver little. But don't worry, there's no point in rubbing onions on your head any old way. There's a right way to do it, some tricks that make everything even more powerful, and that's what I'm going to show you now. Stay with me because the next step is the secret to boosting this simple juice into a true salon treatment. Now that you know why onions are a powerful ally against hair loss, it's time to learn how to apply them correctly. And look, there's no mystery. The basics are to take a red onion, preferably organic, blend it in a blender, strain it with a cloth or fine sieve and separate only the juice. After that, with damp hair, just massage your scalp well for about 2 minutes. Leave it on for an hour. Or, if you want to make it even more effective, use a shower cap to create that greenhouse effect. But if you really want to speed up the results, there's a golden trick. Add a few drops of rosemary essential oil. About 5 drops are enough to turn your homemade recipe into a hair growth bomb. Rosemary activates blood circulation in the hair roots, stimulates the follicles, and also gives it a much more pleasant smell. Some people ask, but will my hair smell like onion? Don't worry. After letting it work, just wash your hair twice with your trusted shampoo and that's it. No one will know about your little secret. Now, if you want to take things to the next level, there's a step that almost no one does. Ferment the juice. That's right. Just mix the onion juice with a little water, a pinch of sea salt and half a spoonful of honey. Let it ferment for 72 hours in a small jar covered with a clean cloth and voila! The result is an even more nutritious juice, full of active compounds and with a more acidic pH, which is really good for the scalp. But hold on, because now comes the part that everyone wants to know. Does this really work? What if I told you that there are studies proving all of this? If you're wondering if this onion juice thing really works, the answer is, yes it does. And it's not me saying no, it's the studies. One of them showed that 86.9% of people who used onion juice on their scalp for 6 weeks had visible hair growth. Meanwhile, those who only used water, only 13% saw any difference. Shouldn't you keep an eye on this technique? You can just imagine that long hair coming back to life, right? And for those who like to go further, the video also gives other killer tips to enhance the results. One of them is vitamin D3 supplementation. You know that talk about how the sun is good for you. Well, it's not just talk. The recommendation here is to take between 10,000 and 20,000 IU per day. Of course, always under medical supervision. This is because vitamin D is directly linked to the hair growth cycle. Without it, your hair will simply get stuck and not grow. Now let's talk about nutrition. There's no point in following the treatment correctly if you don't give your body the right nutrients. Make sure you eat foods rich in zinc, iron, biotin, and omega-3. Include eggs, fish, nuts, and even some green leaves in your diet. Your scalp will thank you, and so will your hair. And look, if you think it's over, hold on tight, because there's still a surprise at the end that can make all the difference in this new phase of your hair. Now that you know the power that a simple onion juice can have on your hair, tell me, what are you going to do with this information? Are you going to ignore it and continue suffering with hair loss? Or are you going to get down to work and start this treatment this week? Remember, knowledge without action doesn't change anything. Only those who really apply it will see their hair grow back. And tell me in the comments, have you ever tried any homemade hair recipes before? What was the result? I would love to hear about your experience. And of course, if you decide to try onion juice, come back here later to tell us how it went. Who knows, maybe your testimonial will inspire other people who are going through the same problem. Oh, and if you like this content and want to continue receiving natural, tested and approved tips, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. There are lots of good things coming to help you recover the health of your hair and your self-esteem too.